Okay, students, good morning to all of you. So, we are discussing about electric potential and electric potential difference. And after that, we have discussed about electric potential due to discrete charges. Means at different positions, if charges are there, then at one particular point, due to that all charges, what will be the electric potential? See, it is simply find potential due to individual charges and add them like scalars, like numbers. You will get the required answer. Okay, students? Yes. See, sometimes you may get questions like this, Nana, for your objective. See, students. Let us suppose here there is one x-axis, and on this x-axis, here there is one origin O. Let us suppose. Okay. Now, from this origin, at 1 meter distance, a charge q is present. 1 meter distance. Again, 2 meter distance, one more charge is there. Next, 4 meter distance, one more charge is there. Okay, 4 meter distance, one more charge is there. Next, 8 meter distance, one more charge is there. Okay, next again. So like this process is continuous. So up to infinity, this like this charges are present. Then my question is, what is the potential at the origin due to all these charges? Q charges are present at equal distances. Means 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter, next 16 meters. Okay, next 64 meters. Like that, charges are present up to infinity. Then what will be the electric potential at point O? Important for your JEE and NEET, this type of questions. Can you solve? Yes, it is very easy. So potential at point O can be written as potential due to charge 1 plus potential due to charge at 2 meter plus potential due to charge at 4 meter plus potential due to charge at 8 meters plus and so on. What is potential due to charge at 1 meter? Is kq by r. R is 1. Potential due to the charge at 1 distance. R is kq by r, as you know. Plus 2 meter distance, kq by r. R distance is 2 meter, S2. Plus 4 meter distance, kq by 4 meter plus kq by 8 meters plus and so on. Clear? Because potential due to a charge at any point is kq by r, and it is a scalar quantity. We can add them just like numbers. Yes. Now here all the charges I have taken equal magnitude and same nature. All positive charges equal in magnitude. Now, can we take kq common? Yes, we can take. Then what you will get? 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus and so on. Clear? Up to infinity. Now, what you need to do? Just you find this summation. How much it is? See, if you observe carefully, this is in which series, Nana? Find out that series. Which series these numbers? Yes, these are in GP, no? Yes, these are in GP. Geometric progression. Okay. Now in this, what is the first term? First term is 1. And what is the common ratio? Common ratio. Second term divided by first term. 1 by 2 divided by 1 is 1 by 2. Or third term divided by second term. 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2. Again you will get 1 by 2. Then what is the formula for sum of infinity numbers in GP? A divided by 1 minus R formula. Clear? Yes, A value is 1 divided by 1 minus R value is 1 by 2. 1 divided by 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. This is nothing but 2. Means this total value is 2. Keep here, you will get potential at point O is equal to kq into 2. This total value is 2. Now, what is k value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q into 2. 2 cancel. You will get q by 2 pi epsilon naught. Yes, this will be the answer. Any doubt in that? Clear, students? Yes. Like this, you may get some objective questions on this topic. Okay? Yes. Now, small modification I will do. Try to find out. See, I have kept a charge plus q plus q plus q plus q at 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter, and so on. Now, if I keep alternate charges, alternate distances, opposite charges. Yes, you can use k value as 9 into 10 to the power of 9 value also you can use. But option, if it is like this, you can keep. Okay, na? Yes, Nishal, correct. Now, let's suppose this is positive charge, this negative, again positive, again negative, like this continuation is there. Alternate positive and negative charges are there. Then what you will get? Simple. It is like scalar we should add. This is plus, this will be minus because negative charge. This will be plus, this will be minus. Means what you will get? 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8. Like this you will get continuously. Alternate positive negative you will get. Yes. First term is what? A. Common ratio minus 1 by 2. Yes, minus 1 by 2 right here. Here R value is minus 1 by 2. Minus of minus you will get plus. 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. Means it is 2 by 3. Means here you can write 2 by 3. Means it will become q by 6 pi epsilon r. That's it. Clear it? Yes. This type of questions sometimes you will get. Just have an idea on this topic. Okay? Yes. Now let us find potential due to a dipole. Let us take one dipole. What is a dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by some distance forms a dipole. Now, due to the dipole, let us suppose this is a dipole, minus q charge and plus q charge. And this is the center of a dipole, let us suppose. This is O, center of a dipole. Clear enough? And this total distance is 2a, let us suppose. Clear? Yes. Now, let us suppose one point P is there here. Here point P is here. Now, which is not on the axial line and not on the equatorial line also. Now, due to this dipole, what will be the potential at point P? And this point P is at a distance of r. This point P is at a distance of r from the center of a dipole, which is making some angle theta with the axial line. Let us suppose like this. This point P is making some angle theta. It is not perpendicular, it is not horizontal. It is slightly somewhat like this. By making some angle theta and at a distance of r from the center of a dipole. Now at that point P, what will be the potential? Yes. See students, potential is a scalar quantity. Find the potential due to individual charges. Yes, wait. Yes. Now all are muted. Okay. Now we need to find potential at point P. Potential is a scalar quantity. What you need to do is find potential due to all the individual charges. How many charges are there? 2 charges are there. Due to these 2 charges, find potential. Okay. And for finding potential, you need to know the distance. Let us suppose this distance from minus q charge, distance is, let us suppose r1. Let us suppose. And from plus q charge, let us suppose distance is r2. Okay. Potential at point P due to minus q charge is k q value minus q divided by r distance, r1 distance, k q by r with the sign you take, minus k q by r because it is negative charge. And what is the potential due to positive charge? Potential due to positive charge is k plus charge divided by distance from positive charge. Distance how much? r2. Yes. But r1 and r2 exactly you don't know. You don't know what is r1 and what is r2. So for that, what you need to do is, students, let us suppose this one you extend this one in backward direction like this. Extend it in backward direction like this. Okay. Now let us give this name as AB. Okay. Now drop one perpendicular to this. Here 90 degrees. N you take name for this. ANO triangle it has formed. Triangle ANO. Clear, students? Yes. If this is theta means this is also theta. Clear? Are you getting? Yes. Now, in this, students, see if you observe carefully, these two lines, AP and NP, are parallel lines, and perpendicular line is there between these two. Means these two distances are equal. That means we can say AP distance is equal to PN, we can say. Clear? What is PN value? Let's see, triangle AN, PN value. You want PN value. This PN value, you can write it as PO plus ON. Can we write? PN value, we can write it as P2O plus O2N. P2O, you know R. Only the thing is we need to know ON value. Clear? As for this, see triangle ANO. From this triangle, take cos theta, Nana. What is cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Okay? Yes. Adjacent side for this is ON. Hypotenuse is this one. Because this is opposite side, right angle triangle it is. So this value is A, as I told you. This total is 2A. Means this value will be A. Means A. That means ON you can say it as A cos theta. That means AP value comes out to be PO plus ON. PO value is R plus ON value is A cos theta. Yes, A cos theta. Just remember this. Okay? Yes, AP is nothing but R1. Means you can say R1 is equal to R plus A cos theta. Yes, R1 value I got now. You can substitute here. Next, I want R2 value. Yes, for finding R2 value exactly, again these two are not, see this distance and this distance are not equal. For that, what you need to do is drop one more perpendicular to this. Let us call it as M. Now these two are, this is a perpendicular line which is bisecting these two. Then you can say R2 value is equal to PB, that you can write it as PM. PB and PM both will be equal according to geometry. Now this PM, it can be written as, PM can be written as PO, P2O. From this, if you subtract this OM, you will get PM. This PM is nothing but PB, that is nothing but R2. PO value you know, P2O value you know, it is R. OM value you want. Again, it is a right angle triangle. From right angle triangle, BMO, take again cos theta. Cos theta, for that, cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Yes, adjacent side is this OM. OM is adjacent side, hypotenuse is this one, OB. This is hypotenuse. This is adjacent side for this triangle. This is opposite side. Then OM can be written as A cos theta again. Means substitute here. You will get R2 is equal to PO is nothing but R minus OM is A cos theta. Yes. Now I know R2 value and R1 value. Substitute here. Potential at point P can be written as potential due to positive charge minus potential due to negative charge. Or you can say like this. Add like now scalars. Yes, potential due to positive charge is KQ by R2 plus potential due to negative charge is minus KQ by R1. Plus into minus is minus. So I'll write minus here. Yes. KQ divided by R2 value. R minus A cos theta minus KQ divided by R1 value. R plus A cos theta. r plus a cos theta. Clear, students? Now, from these two, you can take kq common. Yes, let us take that kq common. What you will get? Observe carefully. You will get, yes, I'm going to write here. Potential at point P can be written as kq. If you take common, you will get 1 divided by r minus a cos theta minus 1 divided by r plus a cos theta. Clear? Yes. Potential at point P is equal to kq into LCM is what, Nana? It is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. It can be written as a square minus b square. A is r I have taken, means r square, minus b square, a cos theta whole square. Now after taking LCM, what you will do? Cross multiply these two. Yes, 1 into r plus a is r plus a cos theta minus, here minus is there. 1 into r minus a cos theta is r minus a cos theta. Clear? Okay. Yes. Now potential at point P is equal to kq into plus r minus r cancel. Here minus of minus is plus. So a cos theta plus a cos theta, 2 times of a cos theta. So it is 2a cos theta divided by r square minus a square cos square theta. We can write. Clear? Read on this. Okay. Yes. See, students, as we know, q into 2a is dipole moment. Q into 2a is what? Dipole moment, as we know. So you can write P equal to kp cos theta divided by r square minus a square cos square theta. Okay. Now, students, let us suppose that this point P is on the axial line, means on this line. Point P lies here or anywhere on this point, on this line. Then theta becomes 0. Cos 0 value 1. Here also 1. You will get kp divided by r square minus a square. Means if P lies on axial line, you will get potential at P is equal to kp divided by r square minus a square. Since on axial line, theta will become 0. Cos 0 is 1. So you will get this. Okay. Now, if you take the point P, if you take point P is exactly on the equatorial line, angle becomes 90 degrees. Cos 90, 0. Means here 0 you keep, everything will become 0. Yes. So if P lies on equatorial line, theta become 90, cos 90 is 0, potential on that equatorial line will become 0. Derivation is not important, just remember these points. These 2 points you need to remember, that's it. It is enough. Clear, students? Yes. It is not of much importance. Now, next topic, whatever we are going to discuss, that is very important for your competitive exam as well as board exam question. Definitely the question should be there, will be there in your question paper. Yes, let us discuss that one. The topic is electric field as potential gradient. Yes. Field as potential gradient. Students, already you know about gradient. What is gradient? What is rate and what is gradient? You know. If you take any quantity, if you take divide it with time, you will get rate. If you divide it with the distance, you will call it as gradient, as you know. dt by dr, you call it as temperature gradient. Okay. dv by dr, we call it as velocity gradient. Okay, na? If v is velocity. Yes. If any physical quantity is changing with respect to distance, then that we call it as gradient. Remember like that. Yes. See, we need to show that electric field as negative of potential gradient. You can write here negative of potential gradient also. Negative of potential gradient. Yes. Let us show it. Means E is equal to minus dV by dr. Yes. This we need to show or we need to prove. Always remember that, students, electric field vector. Electric field is a vector quantity. Electric field is negative of V means potential gradient. Sometimes they will ask you show that electric field as negative of potential gradient, or they may ask you show that E is equal to minus dV by dr. Very important derivation. R is the distance. I told you distance. R is distance. Okay. Yes. Let us prove this one. Students, let us suppose here origin is there, and at this origin, let us suppose a charge Q is present. A charge Q is present. Clear? Now, this charge Q will produce its own electric field in all directions, spherically in all dimensions, in all directions. Okay? Let us take one particular direction. In this direction, electric field is there. Okay, students? Yes. Now, as you know, electric field at any distance is equal to kq by r square. Means with increase of distance, electric field is decreasing as inversely proportional. E is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Okay. Now, let us consider any 2 points. Let us consider any 2 points in the field of this charge Q, which is placed at point O. These 2 points I am taking it as A and B. Clear, students? Now, one more thing, you know that whenever a charge Q is there, due to the charge at one particular distance, there will be one potential. Yes, the potential due to a charge at any distance is given as kq by r. In last class, we have derived this one. Day before yesterday, we have derived this one. kq by r. Potential due to a point charge at any distance is kq by r. Means as r is increasing, as the distance is increasing, potential is decreasing. Means we have considered 2 points A and B. No, this A point is at a large distance, B point is small distance. So at this B point, let us consider there is a potential of V due to charge Q. Some potential is there. How much potential is there? V potential is there due to a charge Q present at point O. Now at point A, what will be the potential, Anna? Is that potential less or more? Yes, definitely it should be less, because inversely proportional to distance. As this distance is increasing, potential will be less. Let us suppose this distance is dr. Let us suppose this distance is dr, distance is there. Then means small distance is there. Then potential will decrease by a small amount, dV. It will decrease from the initial value of V. It will decrease by a distance of dV. Small variation in voltage, small variation in potential. Okay. Yes. Now these are the potentials at point A and B due to the charge Q. Clear? Yes. Students, now I want to move a unit positive test charge. Let us suppose a positive test charge is there with me. Q naught test charge is there with me now. Q naught is a test charge. What is a test charge? Test charge is a charge whose magnitude is very small, so that it cannot affect the field of source charge. That type of charge you take. Q naught is a source charge, test charge I am having. Now, my aim is I want to move this charge Q naught from point A to point B against the electrostatic field. Electrostatic field is in the direction of B to A, but my aim is I have to move it from A to B against this electrostatic field. For that, I need to perform some work done. Clear, students? Is according to definition of potential difference. The potential difference between any 2 points is equal to amount of work done in moving that unit positive test charge from one point to another point against the electrostatic field S per unit test charge. This is called as potential difference. Clear? This is according to definition I have written. Let us suppose I need to perform a small amount of work done to move it by a distance of dr. So to move by a distance of dr, I need to perform a small amount of work done dw per unit charge, test charge. Okay? That work done per unit test charge is nothing but potential difference between these 2 points, B and A, according to definition. Yes. Just now I have given that potential at point B is V minus potential at point A is V minus dV. I have considered that as like this. Okay, is equal to what, Nana? dW by Q naught. Then what will happen? V minus V plus dV is equal to dW by Q naught. Then plus V minus V cancels out. You will get dV is equal to, yes, dW by Q naught. Let us call this is equation number 1. Take Q by R. Later we will come to that point. Just I am giving you one definition of this. So this is according to definition I have written. VB is V I have considered. VA, potential at point A is V minus dV I have considered, because as this distance is increasing, potential will decrease. So the two values I have substituted. I will get the potential difference within a distance of dr is nothing but amount of work done in moving a charge Q naught from A to B. dV is equal to dW by Q naught. I got. Clear, students? Yes. Now let us write actual formula for work done. See, students, whenever work done formula we can write it as W is equal to force into distance dot product. Okay, na? And if distance we need to move it by is small, or if this force is not constant, then we need to integrate for finding the total work done. Okay, let us suppose here on this Q naught charge a electric force is acting. Yes, not suppose you, yes, definitely it is acting. Yes, electric force is acting in this direction, that is Q naught into electric field due to the source charge is acting in that direction. Now, to balance this force, to not to accelerate this charge particle in that direction, we need to apply some external force in opposite direction, and we need to move it slowly without any acceleration. Means some external force has to be applied, and that force has to move this charge Q naught by a small distance in that direction. Okay, now let us suppose small amount of work done dW can be written as electric force, that is Q naught into E dot dl. Let us suppose we need to move it by a small distance of dl. Are you getting? Means from this point A to this distance I have to move by a distance dl. Let us suppose, not to total dr. I want to move it by a small, very small distance than dr. dl distance we need to move. For that, small amount of work done can be written as clear, q naught into e into dl. Yes. Now this dot product is there here. See students, dot product is there. Now one more thing here, see students, this force is I am applying external force. External force in opposite direction to electric field. Electric field is in this direction. External force should be in opposite direction to electric field. Now dot product is there. You can write it as dw is equal to minus q naught into e dl cos theta. What is theta value? Electric field is in that direction. We need to move it in this direction. Both are in opposite direction. Means you can write theta as 180 degrees. Cos of 180 is minus 1. So this cancel. You will get dw is equal to q naught into edl. Okay. Now you have to move it by a total distance of dr. Means as this dl is increasing, dr what happened? Decreasing. Means you can replace dl by minus dr. I hope you are understanding why I am writing this. As you are moving this side, length is increasing, but at the same time, what is happening to dr? It is decreasing. Towards this negative charge, dr is decreasing. So you can write dw is equal to q naught into e into dr value. In the place of dl, write dr minus dr. Okay. Now q naught send this side, you will get dw by q naught is equal to minus e dr. This is equation number 2 you take. Now compare equations 1 and 2. dw by q naught, dw by q naught is there. From these two equations, you can write minus on comparing. Yes, I'll write here. On comparing equations 1 and 2, we can write minus EDR is equal to dV. Correct? Is equal to this is equal to dV. Yes. Minus and that side you will get E is equal to minus dV divided by dr. Yes, E is the electric field. Very important result. You need to remember this. Electric field is equal to negative of potential gradient. Electric field is equal to negative of potential gradient. The meaning of negative sign here is electric field is in a direction of decrease of potential. Potential is decreasing. In which direction potential is decreasing? In that direction electric field will be there. See, suppose potential is decreasing in this direction, so electric field also in the same direction. Negative sign indicates that. Negative sign indicates electric field is in the decreasing order of potential. Okay, electric field is negative of potential gradient. Very important value, formula. You need to remember it. Okay. Yes, on this you will get lot of questions. Some questions I will send you in your WhatsApp group. You need to solve them. After writing your exam, you solve them. Okay. Yeah. See, I have written now. Just now, E is equal to what? Minus dV by dr. Okay. If you take just magnitude, negative sign indicates only the direction of electric field is in which direction. Okay. Yes. If you take the only magnitude, you will get dV by dr. Okay. Now, from this equation, let us write unit of electric field. What is the unit of electric field, Anna? Formula is dV by dr. V indicates voltage. Means SI unit can be written as volt per. Distance unit is meter, volt per meter. Previously, you know that electric field can be written as force per unit charge. SI unit is Newton per Coulomb. At that time, I told you that electric field has another unit, that is volt per meter. Yes, here I am giving you. SI unit of electric field, it can be Newton per Coulomb or it can be volt per meter. Remember this. Okay. Anything you can write. Depending upon the situation, you can use this unit or this unit. Remember. Clear? Yes. One more point. Here is See, students, this dr send that side, you'll get e dr. Here dr, e bar dot dr bar. You need that. Whenever you will write, you need to, dr you send that side. Simply don't send it. It is a dot product between electric field and distance because we're done. See this. When I am deriving, I have taken dot product. That dot product should be there. Okay? Is equal to minus dv. Then dv can be written as minus e dr. E bar dot dr bar. We can write dot product. Then if you want total voltage, you can integrate it. Integration of dv is equal to minus integration of e bar dot dr bar. Yes, very, very important formula. Integration of dv gives you voltage. Voltage can be written as negative of e bar dot dr bar. Negative integral of e bar dot dr bar. Yes. This is also important formula. You must remember this. You'll get lot of questions on this, in this formula and on this formula. You need to remember this one. Clear, students? One more point, students. See, if you consider only straight line motion, means only x-axis or y-axis or z-axis, then r can be replaced by either x or y or z. Means electric field can be written as minus dv by dx if a charge is moving along x-axis, or it can be written as minus dv by dy if a charge is moving only along y-axis. dv by dz also you can write if a charge is moving only along z-axis. If it is in two-dimensional plane, in 2D, in two-dimensional plane, then you can write E is equal to minus dou V by dou X plus dou V by dou Y. Here it called as dou V. Remember this. Dou indicates partial differentiation. I will explain you when I am solving the problems. Okay. And however, in maths also you will do this. In three-dimensional plane, means sometimes the potential depends upon x, y, and z axis. At that time, electric field can be written as minus dou v by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou v by dou z also. You need to remember this. Okay, means not 1 dou 2 dt. If three x, y, z axes are there, then you can write dou v by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou v by dou z also. If only x and y axes are there, dou v by dou x plus dou v by dou y with negative sign. Students, yes. So